And if someone comes in and they get a session with me, the session's 3 hours long, and they're like, man, I'd love to get like a session of this from my mom, but she's like 70.
You just tailor it to the person.
I go, hey, listen, just send her in. I'll get a table from one of my friends. I'll just do like a 90-minute session on a table for her. I'll just charge the same amount per hour that I normally do. And they're like, oh, but you can't work on her real deeply like you did on me. And I'm like, no, she's 70. Like, I know how to work on different body types. I just chose the specific kind of work. Now, do I go out and market and publicize that I'm working on elderly clients?
You could.
If I wanted, if that was my target, but my target market wasn't that. I really bit the whole thing, the whole hog. And here's what you had on my website. You had a 3-hour reboot, and you had a 90-minute belly reboot. Those are the only 2 menu items on my website. There is no hour massage. There is no 2-hour massage. You get an option between a 3-hour mat session and a 90-minute abdominal session.
Can you do both together?
I often do. Yeah. So if she came in for a full session, depending on what she was telling me was going on, like in your case specifically, I'd probably do some abdominal work because she's having issues with her hips. I would go in and check that out. I'll usually blend this in. It doesn't have to be exactly 90 minutes, but if I'm just going to do the abdominal work, I'll often do like a little bit of mobilization just on their arms and legs so they feel a bit comfortable before I get into their abdomen. Yeah. Offering different services made it stand out. It made it stand out like a sore thumb. I get called arrogant, but my bills get paid. My business is growing. I am basically thumbing my nose at an entire industry, and they cannot get me to go away. And if anything, it's growing. And they're going, wait, but you're not following the rules. And I'm like, yes, but I follow the law. Your rules are made up by your culture, and your culture is useless to me. I don't care about it. It doesn't bother me. I like culture when it comes to food, like barbecue. How you feel about barbecue? You feel religious about barbecue?
Some people do.
And say, Rudy's isn't barbecue? Do you know that Rudy's tagline was the worst barbecue in Texas? Mm-hmm. Because Rudy's realized that they were competing, quote unquote, to sell barbecue with all these niche places who were trying to produce the holy grail of brisket. And they're like, listen, we're trying to produce good enough brisket and sell it to everybody. Conveniently and easily without all this, Exactly. It's a different kind of marketing. It's putting things together. I don't feel like what I do replaces table work in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't replace effleurage. I just felt like that was already available in the marketplace. Why would I want to go offer massage when I could offer something like this? Because this is where my heart was. This is what I wanted to do, and that's really what I want you guys to do. If you want to work with me, that's great. Like Wendy likes the Thai massage jam. But Wendy doesn't have to go through full reboot certification. She might not want to do that. She might be totally happy with what she's doing right now. What I'm trying to do is get therapists to dream and actually create the next. What is the thing after massage envy?
Reboot.
But I don't know. I don't have a brick and mortar. And then, like, how do you feel about going through like 500 additional hours of training? Ooh. Oh, I have students in the subscription service. They're like, there's no way I'm never taking 500. I'm not paying you $10,000. And I'm like, okay, next. Doesn't bother me. It's like, it takes time. So if you take elements of yoga therapy, tissue work, props, bolsters, self-care, trigger point, breathing, and you blend and you blend and you blend and you blend, it looks less and less and less like massage, right? It's actually a fault, in my opinion, to try to sell it as massage, unless you try to sell it as Thai massage. Thai massage is the closest handle. It's a little bit more approximates what you talked about having in Korea. What did they call it, by the way?
They just call it massage. They didn't really have a name for it because they were aimed more at the soldiers over there. But like I said, I mean, you'd still get the tissue work and the massage, but as they would do it, oh, this is hurting really bad. Yeah, next thing you know, your arm's halfway up to the ceiling, and then, I mean, the lady that always would work, I mean, she'd always tell me, okay, now I'm going to get up on the table. And I'm like, okay, and next thing you know, she's from top of the shoulders all the way down to my heels, just walking around. And like I said, everything felt looser, more relaxed. And then getting back here, just getting in, this is like, I felt like I was missing something.
Yeah.
And then since, like I said, we've been in here with how Wendy's taught stuff and Joe, it's get on the table, use your body. You've got an arm, you've got an elbow, you've got a knee. Use it. Why not? You know, and it seems to be with that, I guess, can't really think of the word I'm looking for, with that kind of maybe push, it's not as bad as just, okay, cool, great, you know. So.
And there's all different, there's different kinds. Like you're going to work on somebody who's sick or infirm. You know, I cut my teeth teaching yoga in a nursing home. They have paper thin skin. They could never deal with the sort of work that I do. But when I would go in and teach them yoga, the little old ladies, particularly, because there's a greater proportion of women than men. All the men die because they're like me; they have high stress and drink a lot. Yeah, they destroy each other or whatever men do that cause them to die sooner. So there's a lot of ladies, and I would come in and like, oh hey, how you doing? And rub their shoulders, and they're like, oh, they melt, right? But it's real light pressure. It's not changing the culture so much as it is finding your group of fans. I've been telling students consistently, I've been talking a lot about Fish and the Grateful Dead and their marketing. What do you guys know about the Grateful Dead?